Sitting at the back signal in the Discord just in case somebody not getting any notifications. So that is that. Share my screen in Discord. And with that, I think we might be ready to get it started. Get it started in here. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, even. This first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits. I see some dust on my camera. I need to dust. When I was in Germany, when I was stationed in Germany, we had to recycle, right? And the bottles used to take up a lot of space in the recycling bins in the house. So I started to crush the bottles like this and then put the cap back on. And that started saving a whole lot of space in the recycling bin. And I've been doing that ever since. And I was in Germany. When was I in Germany? Back in the mid to late 90s. Yeah. Back in the mid to late 90s when I was in Germany. And I've been doing this ever since. So if you want to save space in your trash can and you drink water out of bottles like me, I just crush them up and put the cap back on. And I can put a whole lot more bottles in the can when it's crushed like this than when it's like this. Random thought. Anyway, if this first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not the first time tuning into Tim's Tidbit, I still want to say welcome. But give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning into Tim's Tidbits. If by chance you don't have a clue of who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's Big Spider. See, that's Big Spider. In case you don't hablo español. And I'd like to welcome you to another edition of The Overnight Price Action Review. Let's see who in the chat. 7:30, 7:23 this morning. Here Learn and Share came to say good morning to you. The birds are chirping. At 8:32, Rhonda Green came to say good morning. Here to Learn and Share. At 8:57, Tish pulled up to say good morning, everybody. And then finally, at 9:02, Valentine said, Buenos dias. 9 o'clock is the time that the stream starts. Some people got their notifications turned on early. I ain't gonna call no names. I ain't calling no names at all. Early. You don't need the 5-cent deposit back. They'll do that. They'll do that in Georgia. That's where is it? Where is it? They say it's they ain't even got it on here. They used to tell you what states. It used to tell you what states where you can get that where you get that deposit. When I was a kid, oh, there it is right there. Maine, Hawaii, get 5 cent, and then what's OR? Oregon, get 10 cent. Cali, I don't know what that means. It just say CRV. Okay, it says CTRV, Maine, Hawaii, 5 cent. Then it say Oregon 10 cent. Then it say Cali CRV. So I don't know what that means. But yeah, we don't get that in Georgia. I know in Florida, when I was a kid, me and my little brother used to take bottles. We used to take glass bottles over to the recycle place. And I can't remember how much it was we used to get per bottle, but we used to take glass bottles to the recycle place down in South Florida. And we used to get our coins together so that we can go buy us a 2-liter soda. It was BK. BK was the name brand, and we used to call it a BK brandy. And we used to act like we was drinking. So we used to put all the bottles in the thing, in the buggy, take them up there, you know what I'm saying? Return the bottles, get our money, then go to the store and get us a 2-liter soda of BK Coca-Cola, you know what I'm saying, and some chips or something. We used to call it BK branded. Oh, that was Mark. That was Mark texting me. Okay. I'm on live. So stop texting me now. Okay, let's get to it, man. Let me stop acting crazy. Let's get right. I already said my welcomes and all of that right there. So he fine, I'll pop up with your shameless plug. I ain't plugging. I ain't plugging. You're interrupting. You're interrupting my valuable content. My valuable content. Sorry, you started. Oh, look at that. Oh. He on here now. You interrupted my valuable content. Hey, shout out my homie Mark. He's a fellow Floridian by way of Germany. He was born in the States, but he was raised in Germany. So he's a schnitzel man. If y'all like political satire and stuff like that, go to Mark. I can't remember the name of your new page. What's the name of your new page, Mark? Intelligent Observer, right there. Right there. If you like political satire, see, political and pop culture commentary. If you like this kind of stuff right here, go check out Mark's stuff. I stop shaking your head. I see the entire. I found it. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, this ain't my thing. I be trying to support my boy and go look at some of this stuff sometime, but this ain't my thing. But you know, if this your thing, go check it out, man. He be like, for what this content is, it be good. You know what I'm saying? His stuff be good. And I think he be selling some Donald Trump mugshot shirts too. I don't know. Like this right here. I was looking at one of his videos and it was like shop Donald Trump mugshot shirts. And I was like, but I don't know if he really said that. I don't know if that was just an ad under his thing because he do this kind of content. But I thought about it when I saw that Donald Trump mugshot thing right down there. But yeah, if you like pop culture commentary and political stuff like that, go check it out. Now, get off my screen, Mark. Let's do the overnight price action review. We're gonna go through it. Trump 2024. Hey man, Man, I be telling people, I be like, man, y'all know I don't get political and stuff like that, right? But when the only two options we got is Donald Trump and Joe Biden, Jesus, we're in a bad place. Now my whole channel fun to get canceled because I done said something bad about Biden and Trump in the same video. Hey, y'all see what happened? Mark, get out of here, Mark. You got me talking about stuff I don't even talk about no more at all, should I say. Let me see. Where we at? Let's try 6 o'clock. Man, we in a bad way. We're in a bad way, man. Politically. We're in a bad way politically. Let's 6 o'clock. So the market just bled off all night. All right, the market just bled off all night. So, man, what do you do on a day like this with no news? Man, I might on a day like this right here, I don't know. When we just bleed down like this all night, man, with no news on today, what do you do, man? You know what I'm saying? We way down here in a discount. And it's just bleeding off. I don't want to sell in a discount. I need to come back up and give me some kind of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? If I want to participate in the selling, I need some kind of opportunity, right? Above midnight, right? I need some kind of opportunity because this is the midnight line right here, right above the equilibrium of this range that we're in is 53.0650, and midnight open up at 53.0750. So I would need an opportunity to participate above midnight. That's the premium, right? But we've just taken out yesterday's low, and if we start to reverse to go back up there, do you try to buy in a discount and fight the trend to get back to the premium? Or do you wait for it to get back to the premium and miss the move, and then we just get up here and consolidate, and then you pissed off at yourself for waiting on the move? This kind of day when you just go play golf. This kind of day when you just go play golf, you just go, cause we just bleeding down. We just bleeding down. We ain't explode down and give a good reason to retrace back. You know what I'm saying? We just bleeding down. One of them trend days to the downside where if you wanted to participate in with a sensible risk to reward, you had to be doing it way back here in the Asian session. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time it got to London, a sensible risk to reward was out the window. You know what I'm saying? Because we started here. Anyway, that ain't what I'm on here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the overnight price action. So, here at 6 o'clock, we pulled back down. No risk, no Rari. It's no risk, no Rari. Risk it for the biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Reckless Rachel and Risky Randy, we risk it for the biscuit. No risk, no Rari, baby. So at 6 o'clock, we opened up at 53.2375.75, and we pulled down into the 345 BSI that was created yesterday afternoon. Then we kind of hung out there in the premium of that BSI. And then at 7:45, we started to push down toward the low end of it, hung out there again until 8:30. And then we pushed down below, closing below that BSI. Then we hung out there until 10:30, and then we pushed down again, down into this bullish order block from 2:30 yesterday. And then we kind of hung out there, but we did had a little retracement back into the 1045 SIBI. We actually created 1, 2, 3 SIBIs with that down move starting from 10:30 down to 11:15. But we pulled back to the middle SIBI there. That would probably be around to equilibrium of that move. Let's see. Let's check that with the Fibonacci. Yep, there you go right there. Pull right back to equilibrium of that move. My eyes are getting better. And then once we hit equilibrium of that move and tapped into that 1045 SIBI, we pulled down again, taking out the sell side below that move that we were talking about from 10:30 up until 11:15. Took out the sell side. And then, oh yeah, the midnight open was at 5307.75. Once we took out that sell side, we retraced back up into the range, going up into the SIBI that was, we created 2 SIBIs, but the 115 SIBI, we traded back up into it at 315. And then we dropped down again, taking out the sell side and taking out the daily low at with the 4 o'clock candle. With the 330 candle. And then on the 4 o'clock candle, we pushed back up into the 330 SIBI and closed very near the low. Then we hung out there and just kind of bled down a little bit from that 4 o'clock candle up into the 530 candle. At the 530 candle, we pulled back up into that range, right? Pulled back up into that range that we had bled down. Let's see how far down we went. Back up into the range we went. Yep. We got back up above equilibrium of that range, and then we sold off from 615 up into 715, taking out the sell side again that we had created on the 530 candle on that move down. Once we took out that sell side, then we hit a Judas swing from 715 up into 815 because we had took out the sell side, shot up, took out the buy side, and then quickly reversed. That's the Judas swing. Whap, 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 whap. Just like that. See, whap, whap. Went up into the premium, taking out the buy side, hit the daily low, drop down, right? Now, during this time, I was actually up. I came in here to set up the stream, and I saw we were down here in the discount, and I saw that we engulfed these candles right here. And I said, hey, we may be creating a market maker buy model, right? We've come down below the sell side, and we engulfed this this order block right here. This last down close candle right there took out sell side. Let me make this bigger so y'all can see my thoughts clearly. This last down close, these 2 down close candles here took out the sell side, then rejected, and the very next candle engulfed not only the last candle, but this one too. So it engulfed this entire area there, right? So I said, hey, that's 15-minute engulfing of these candles. Hey, let me look for a long opportunity right here, right? I got long on a few, it was micros. Got long on a few micros, right? And it started going in my favor. I was very happy. Said, hey, I'm going to put my target up here close to midnight, right? I'm going to take me some off on this. I'm going to take some off on this high, and I'm going to take the rest off on midnight. Now, I think I did this high, and midnight up here, right? So, it went up, hit that prior daily low, came back and stopped me out. Slapped me in my face. Slapped me in my face. And so then I said, oh, you're going to do me like that. So I just watched price to see if it was going to, slap in my face and then go up. And then it gave me a sign on the lower time frame that, hey, I'm not going to slap you in your face and go up. So then I got into 1 minute. 1 minute. This is on the NQ, 1 mini, and then I took it back down to get me back green, just to get me back green on the day. It got me back green. I was trading in my personal account. Just get me back green, and I'm going to leave it alone, right? Got me back green, and then when I went to go brush my teeth and all that, I looked at the charts, and I saw that it had came all the way down below the low, because initially I had my target at the low for the NQ, and I came back and said, hey, look at that there. It went to where I was considering taking it to. All right. Pull this over here so y'all can see. Right there. This is the NQ right here. See, this is the NQ. NQ did the same thing. It engulfed these candles there, right? I was going to try to take it up, right? And then I had this high. I had this high, and then above midnight. Those the highs that I was going to be targeting for my trade. And then it stopped me out over here somewhere, like up in there somewhere around up in here. It stopped me out. And then so I sat there and watched it. Then we went up, and when we took out this high that I was initially going to take, we started to pull back down, and then I got short up in there somewhere, like so. This area over here, yes, up in here. So right there, once we went up and took out that high right there, right? We took out that high right there, and then the trade I took was once we came down here, it was somewhere around here. Let me mark this out. 1 minute. Right there. Okay, so right there, I got short once we inverted this fair value gap right here, and we had traded down into, it was a 5 minute, right? So right here, see, we got this 5 minute, like should be order block right here. If we were going up, see how we took off, right? We took off here, got the fair value gap, got the taking out the high, but we rejected it. When we rejected that high, and then we were pushing back down, right? Pushing back down into this should be order block, right? We're closing down inside of it, and then on the 1 minute, right? On the 1 minute, we're coming down and we're inverting this. So this right here was this was the closure of the 5 minute candle, and then the next two candles, we inverted this fair value gap right there and closed below this bullish order block right here, right? We closed below this bullish order block right there, and when we closed below there, I got short right here inside this area there, just based off the fact that we had inverted this and we closed below the bullish order block. So I got short in here, right? And initially my target was this low right there, right? That was my target. And as we were coming down, right? As we were coming down, we started to back up right there. Right here, we started to back up there. Then we started to push back up here. And then I said, you know what? I ain't gonna play with it. I was in the green, closed the trade in the green there. And then when I went to brush my teeth, I saw that it had continued to dump, and my target would have been fine right there. But I just wanted to get back green. Why? Because I was selling in an extreme discount. So I was like, hey, I don't like selling in a discount. I'm selling on a lower time frame. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to take what I can take. And that's what I did. That is what I did. And that just got me back, just got me back to green on the day. I didn't make a whole heap of money. on that trade. My Ninja Trader not open. I was trying to Ninja Trader not open. Anyway, that's all I got for the overnight price Hexion review. Oh yeah. I did a transparency with the gang yesterday. I know, and the reason why I did, y'all know, I usually don't do this. I usually don't do stuff like this. But the reason why I did it, or I'm doing it now, is because I told y'all I was gonna do like a turtle soup series with this My Funded Futures account that I signed up for. I haven't started trading the turtle soup. I still haven't fleshed it out in my mind enough to like focus on being able to trade. That's not something that I've studied long enough, but I haven't been really trading this account. I've been really dragging my feet. I really have to pick it up. I bought it on the 12th, right? I bought it on the 12th, and as y'all see, I logged in this day, but I didn't take a trade. Logged in that day, didn't take a trade. Logged in that day, didn't take a trade. Didn't log in anymore because this is the time when I went to Florida for my brother's funeral. But then when I came back, the very first day, I took a trade. I took 2 trades, and I lost them. And I told y'all about that. Then I logged in the next day, didn't take a trade, didn't take a trade, didn't take a trade. And then I took 1 trade on Friday, right? Then this was the holiday, and I took a trade yesterday, right? So I'm 2 for 2 on I'm 2 and 2, not 2 for 2, 2 for 4 if you say it like yeah. So I'm 2 and 2. I lost 2 trades this day. Profit target on here, profit target on there. What do you say? Do you say win a trade? We say losing trades. Win? Do you say win a trade? I never know what to say on the winning side. So anyway, this where I really got to pick it up. If I number of trades, what does that say? Number of trades 3. What in the world is going on with the math on this thing? Can somebody help me here? Does that not say 2 trades? That says 2 trades. That says 1 trade. That says 1 trade. Why does that say number of trades 3? Can I not add? The market is open. The market is open. The market is open. If you're going to trade, please trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take a copious amount of notes so you can go back and study what you saw today and apply it to your future trade endeavors. Enjoy your day. Why does that say 3 trades? Right? And then that says 3 contracts. That should say 4 trades and 4 contracts. Because this day is there. Like if it was like, at the end of the day, it don't be showing, it like shows like the next day or something like that. Like, but it's showing there. So why does it? Worst trade, minus $109. Best trade, $265.32. Average win, $265.30. See, it's not counting this trade right here in these numbers. Right? This third trade right there, these numbers ain't counting that third trade. I guess because it was yesterday. Right? And then it say win rate 33%. See, so it's only counting these right here. So I guess this hasn't caught up with that yet. Because 33.3, 33%, that's 2 trades and 1 trade. That's like the 33 right there. Right? And then 3 contracts, so it was 2 trades, so that's 2 contracts there, and 1 trade, that's 1 contract there. So this trade hasn't been added in these numbers down there yet. I don't really know much, and see, but it's down here. See, and there you go. This the day I was trying to go long, and I kept getting slapped in the face, right? I took 2 longs, right? And I said, you know what, forget it. That was like during the London. And then I took a short. in the New York PM that Friday, right? And then I took a long yesterday. So the average duration of the trades, the first loss was 12 minutes. The second loss was 4 minutes. The first win was 10 minutes. And then the second win was 9 minutes. That's but yeah. That's what's going on with that. I'm not gonna trade the turtle soup with it. I'm not gonna give like a continuous update on this. I just want to let y'all know, hey, I said I was gonna do the turtle soup stuff. I ain't doing that. Sorry. Here's the account. You can see that I did open the account. You can see that I am trading the account. You know what I'm saying? You can see I am trading the account right here. I'm dragging my feet because if I don't pass this by the 12th, they're going to charge me again for the monthly fee. It is what it is. I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to rush and just blow it up. If I have to pay another monthly fee, I will, because I'm not going to rush and blow it up and waste the money. But yeah, I'm not going to be trading. I'm not going to be doing the turtle soup videos, and I'm not going to yeah. I'm not gonna. Yeah, ain't no way for me to. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. It's my account. Y'all see what's going on. I'm logged into it. I can't show y'all nothing else because it's got personal information in there. Got like my phone number, my address, all of that stuff is in there. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. No more updates on that account. No turtle soup videos. I'm sorry. But is it the draw on liquidity, the weekly and daily fair value gap below? Yes. Yes, it would be, in my humble opinion. That's what we talked about the other day when we were up here, and we talked about that we could possibly be setting up right. This area right here could have been the possibility of going into a market maker sell model. And if we was going to the market maker sell model, the weekly fair value gap down here was the higher time frame drawn liquidity. So that's where price would be reaching toward. That is, you are correct. But like I say, I don't like selling in the premium, in the discount. That's just my personal opinion. Not saying that, hey, Tim ain't gonna sell in the discount. I ain't gonna sell. No, do what you do. Do what you do. I just prefer not to sell in the discount. So everything on this side of that line right there is selling opportunities, right? Not saying that you can't buy for a short period of time, right? Like what I was doing today. I was trying to buy here to go back to a premium, right? Because I thought when we came down here, it started setting up, and I thought it was giving me a sign that it wanted to go back up into the premium, right? Because it started to set up. But once I got stopped out here, I said, okay, it's not ready to go back up. So then I got short to come back down. Initially, I was going to take it at that low, but once I got back green, hey, let me out of here. I'm not being greedy because I'm selling in the discount. But you're correct. The draw is down here. And we had talked about that from when we were up here. All right. We talked about that when we were up here. Okay. And just like on the what's the name? As you can see, just like I tell y'all, you always walk it like I talk it. As you can see right here, yesterday, Friday, I went short, right? I went short Friday. Oh, get out of the way, E-Rock. Friday, I went short. Why? Because on this side of the curve, you're looking for reasons to sell. But yesterday, I went long. Why? Because I had an opportunity to take a long position, right? I had an opportunity because here we are. Yesterday morning, we came down. I had an opportunity to take a long position back up into like the equilibrium or the premium. You see right here on the, it says, I was in there for 9 minutes and it closed at 11:24 a.m. Opened at 11:15 and closed at 11:24. And if we go look at the chart right around this time here, where's 11? Right? So if you look right around 11:15, right there, right? So in this area right here on the, I need to get on the NQ. I need to get on the NQ. All right. So where is it? 11 right here. There you go. So right around here, 11:15, right here, right? Got opportunity to get long and come back up into this area here, right? Boop, that's all I need, right? Boop, that's all I need right there. Got my successful trade and I'm out of there. But that's trading against the grain. Well, Tim, why didn't you go for this high? Because I'm trading against the grain. Just, boop, give me me. Where did that take me to? Right back up there into the range, right? Because I know when it comes down here, right, it has the likelihood of going back up to equilibrium or into some type of premium. Quick little scalp, boop, back to the range. Got me a successful trade right there. So that's what? About 16 points or so. Like once they take off the commission and stuff. They take off the commission and stuff divided by 20. So 13 points. Right? So 13 points. 13-point trade because 250 divided by, and then you think they took off the commission. So if you go like 13 times 20, and that's 260, right? And then if you take off the commission, it used to be like $4 and some change for so it was like close to 13 points. You know what I'm saying? Just say minus $5, right? So it was like 12 and a half, maybe close to 13 points, right? That's all I need. Just need a hip, don't need a whole plate, right? $250 a trade, that's good money. You ain't got to hit home runs. $250 a trade, that's good money. Yeah. So that's why I was showing you that, because I walk it like I talk it. I told you, you know what I'm saying? If you know how to trade, there's opportunities to scalp against the grain, right? And the NQ, had looked like the NQ already took out. Let me see if the NQ took out that. No, NQ has not taken that. NQ is far away from the low, right? NQ is still far away, really far away from the low, the weekly low. The ES is nearing the weekly low, and the YM has been took the weekly low, right? So the YM is the weakest. It been took the weekly low. So let's look at all of them side by side. Did I hear somebody come in the Discord? Who popped in the Discord? I thought I heard. Oh no, ain't nobody in there. I thought I heard somebody pop in the Discord. Put the NQ on there. Put the ES on there. Okay, so weekly candles we looking at. Weekly candles. So this is the weekly low. This is the weekly low. this is the weekly low. Can't really see it there. All right, so the YM has taken it. The YM is also, all right, so the YM has taken the weekly low. It is traded through a weekly SIBI. God dog it, come here. It's traded through a weekly SIBI, and it looked like it just touched the weekly volume imbalance. Oh my God, let me stretch this out. No, hasn't gotten to the volume imbalance quite yet. NQ still not near the weekly low or the weekly BISI. I said SIBI, but that's a BISI up there. I'm sorry. And the ES is getting very close to the weekly low and the weekly BISI. All right, so we got some divergence. We've been having divergence for like the last year plus, so it's nothing new. We've gotten used to trading in these very high resistance conditions. The market has been, flying to the upside for a while, so everybody and their mother has been a super trading guru these days. But nonetheless, we trade what we see. Yeah, look like which is melting. Everybody still, what the dollar doing? The dollar going up, the dollar pushing. When we got down here in this little setup right here, this right here put me bullish on the dollar, right? This little break right there. We got that break on the dollar right here, right there. When we got that break on the dollar there, that put me bullish on the dollar because I was looking at that small market maker buy model, and I was also looking at this bigger market maker buy model right here. All right. So once we got that, these are hourly candles, by the way. So once we got that break right there, right, that put me bullish on the dollar, and with a near target of the high at this 4-hour SIBI right there. Y'all already know how I feel about highs inside of an imbalance, right? So near-term target for the dollar right there. And if I'm bullish on the dollar to come there, right, then it's not going to be mirrored, but that's what, had me more, just like the other day when I was talking about, I don't remember what day it was, but I was talking about the market maker sell model, right? I was talking about the market maker sell model that was setting up here. God dog it. Right. When we were up here, I was talking about the market maker sell model that was setting up on the ES, on the NQ, right? I was like, we were setting up for a market maker sell model, right? So this would be the sell side of the curve over there, right here, coming up. This would be our smart money reversal right there. This will be our low risk short right there. So you'd be looking for reasons to sell on that side of the curve. That's what I was that's why I was like because one of the members asked me, they was like, are we bullish or bearish? And I said, over the long-term trend for the market has been bullish. So you always go with the longer term trend, but we could possibly be setting up a market maker sell model. So you want to watch that right there. That's back when it looked like this. We're Tuesday. It was, I can't remember. I think we was talking. I can't remember when we was talking. Was it Sunday, Monday? Was it? Yeah, I think it was right after that's Monday night. Yeah, I think it was right after the yeah, going into the or was it on the weekend chart? Was it on the chart prep? It was sometime. It was sometime over here when I was, yeah, because it was more on the chart than that. Because it was probably was after. Okay. Yeah, that's previous day. Yeah. So we was looking at that. We was somewhere over here, and I was like, we could be setting up for a market maker sell model. Now, like, just watch that. We could be setting up a market maker sell model right here. And then now, as you see, we are down here. So that was the top of the market maker sell model when we was talking about that. All right. So bullish dollar on this here. All right. Bullish dollar on that. And then looking for the indices to come down into their weekly imbalance below. There you go. Just like that. Just like that. And so another thing I want to say, right? Because I see ain't nobody got none. Whenever you're like looking at price and you're anticipating stuff, right? Make sure you look for the clues that price is giving you. Look for the clues that price is giving you, right? Are we setting up? Are we setting up in a premium, or are we setting up in a discount? Right? Are we showing a respect of the institutional order flow? Right? Are we showing respect for the order flow? Are we disrespecting premium PD arrays and respecting discount? Are we disrespecting discount but respecting premium? Right? Tim, you're doing a whole lot of talking. What does that look like? Right? I like to do it through 2 time frames down, right? Since we're looking at drawing into a weekly PD array up here, right? We're looking at drawing into a weekly PD array. This was the close of the week over there. Okay. Take this count off, right? So the close of the week there, we're looking at maybe drawing down into this weekly. Why? Because we came up, right, took out buy side and we rejected it. Now, we're kind of like 50-50 because we created the BISI, right? But we closed pretty close to where we opened. So what is it doing? You know what I'm saying? It's longer term bullish, but what is it trying to do? We just rejected. We got a possibility of a retracement. You know what I'm saying? It's longer time frame bullish. We got the possibility of a retracement. So it's still bullish, but you're looking for a pullback into this, right? When would you start switching to like a more bearish thesis? If you invert this, right? If you come down and invert this, then you can look for maybe trading down into this, right? Not putting it super bearish, but still looking for a pullback into this. It's a possibility, right? And then when you start looking at the lows, if you got down here and inverted this and started to disrespect this order block right here, if you start disrespecting this order block, yeah, then start looking at the lows. Okay. These are in these weekly candles. When would you be bearish, Tim, if we took out these lows and started displacing below it? Why? Because that's a bearish breaking market structure right there, right? And what would that be giving us? Look at the path in which it took. We're not pattern traders, but what is this right here? Right? What is that? What's that the beginning of if we get back down here? if we were to drop down there, it's a bearish breaker. Right there. That's when I would become bearish. That's when the market would have switched bearish. But until then, it's still bullish. But in the sense of the market being bullish, there will be opportunities. I like to call them bullish retracements to come back down into discount PD arrays. Right. So now when you pull back into those discount PD arrays, like if we pull back into that, right, do we respect it or do we disrespect it? Okay. Do we respect it or do we disrespect it? We pull back into, if we pull back into the weekly, right, do we respect it and go back up to the highs, right? Or do we disrespect it and come back down to this one? Right? And then 2 time frames down starts to give you the story of what the weekly could possibly do. If you go 2 time frames down to the 4 hour, right? This is what I drew all that out on the weekly time frame right there, right? I drew all that on the weekly time frame coming up like that. So now we understand where that was drawn at. Now I can move this out of the way, draw it a little bit better down here so we can see it, right? Do we disrespect it? We come down. What in the world? Get out of here. Jesus Christ. Get out of here, Arrow. What this? All right. So on the 4 hour, looking at the 4 hour, and as you see on the 4 hour, when we start to pull back, right, we came down. That's when we created the weekly imbalance. Okay. When we came down to create the weekly imbalance, and then we went back up and closed like right around here in this area. This is when we closed on Friday. Okay. So then on the 4 hour, we pushed up, didn't make it to the 4 hour SIBI, and then we start to push down. Now, looking at the 4 hour, we're still not creating. We just created one right there. I was about to say we're not creating any imbalances to the downside. So we pushed up, did not get into the SIBI, right? And then we start to come down hard. And then we got a BISI right there. We got a 4 hour BISI right here. Right. We got a 4 hour BISI right there that we went down well past, right? And then closed up back into the range. We're going to go check out what this candle traded back down into on the 15 minute. We'll go to the 15 minute to see what this candle traded back down to. I just stretch it all the way over here somewhere. All right. Traded back into the range. And then once we pulled back into the range, now this candle right here, this 6 a.m. candle from Tuesday, right, had the opportunity to create a SIBI. But this candle here, I don't know if y'all remember, I said this right here could be possibly an immediate rebalance, right? Because the immediate rebalance, as everybody knows, Michael says that the immediate rebalance is like one of the stronger signatures in his arsenal. I say this can either be an immediate rebalance or we're taking away this SIBI to show strength. I was like, but since we may be going into a market maker sell model, you know, it's more, that's why I brought up the idea. It is maybe an immediate rebalance, right? But we had this funky little candle here that wasn't really giving us anything. But now that the next candle opened up, right? The 6 p.m. candle opened up, and then we just died off, right? This is today's trading starting. So we just died off. Now we've inverted this 4-hour, and we've created a 4-hour imbalance to the downside, right? Right now, we got 2 minutes, and then it's going to be a second fair value gap created to the downside. So that'll be 1, 2 fair value gap, 2 SIBIs that we've created coming down on the 4-hour, heading toward the sell side, heading toward the draw that we spoke about. Now, go 2 time frames down to the 15-minute. Right, we get down to the 15-minute time frame. Now you can see the market maker model fleshing out a little bit more. And if you look here on the 15-minute, let's see, we said we was going to look to see what this low came down to, right? And if we come over here, you notice we got a reclaimed order block here that we traded into that took us back up to take out the buy side before continuing down, right? If you look right there, let's see, the low of this candle is 52.9675, right? The open of this reclaimed order block right here is 52.9675, right there, 52.9675. So we came down to a reclaimed order block on the 15-minute inside the market maker sell model. On the 15-minute, I like to do 2 time frames down. We got a weekly, 4-hour, 15-minute, right? 15-minute, hit the reclaimed order block. Why is that a reclaimed order block? Because, right, this is a bullish order block. And at this price right here, the algorithm started buying, right? Break it down for me, Tim. You don't really talk about reclaimed order blocks a lot. So here we are. We have a bullish order block here. How do we know it's a bullish order block? Because we came up to some anticipatory reactionary point here, right? We're above a high. We're inside a SIBI right there. Came to an anticipatory reactionary point. We traded down, right? And then we came back up, closing above that open price, closing above that open price. So this entire 2 candle sequence right there is one full bullish order block, right? The last down close candle before this selling ensued, right? The last down close candle before this selling ensued, that's going to be a potential reclaimed order block right there, right? Why? Why is it reclaimed? Because over here, it was a bullish order block. And at that price, 52.9675, that's the price that the algorithm is looking for to start selling, right? That's the opening price of this candle, right? So when we come over here on this side of the curve, right, what has happened? We have closed well above this order block right here. Price has gone up, right? And when we come back down to that order block, the algorithm is reclaiming it. It's reclaiming the order block, and now it was selling at this order block right here to take price down. And then the opening price of this, it says, this is where I want to buy. How do you know that? Because it started buying here. See, it started buying on that candle. The algorithm started buying and the market started to go up. See what I'm saying? It started buying, it went up. And then so when it come over here and it had been selling, right? Anything that they're still short in or where they were selling in there, now they're reclaiming this order block and they're buying. Why? Because this is the price I want to buy it. So it came down, it bought and pushed price back up, right? To take out the buy side here and then come back down, right? That right there is a quick hip pocket training version of the reclaimed order block. And you can find reclaimed order blocks inside market maker buy and sell models, right? That's when you have like opposing order, like you got order blocks over here and order blocks over there, right? When you get down below it and come back up, you're going to reclaim a bearish order block over there, right? You're reclaiming a bearish order block on this side to go down, right? It's going to be the last up close candle before heavy selling, and you're going to reclaim that order block to sell down, just like how we reclaimed this order block last down close candle. If I said down close, I mean up close, but last down close candle before heavy buying, then we reclaimed that order block to buy up. Can you refresh my memory on the significance of a swing inside of an imbalance? It's just a juicy draw of liquidity, because the market always seeks. What's the two thing market seeks, Valentine? Tell me the two thing that the market is always seeking. This is going to be interactive. If you type slow, Valentine, get in the Discord and unmute and talk to me. Don't nobody help, Valentine. What's the two things that the market always seek? All right. So if you type slow, I said, don't nobody help, Valentine. Don't nobody listen. Nobody. Right? Liquidity and balance. Right? The market always seeks liquidity and balance, right? So if it's seeking liquidity and balance, okay, if you have an imbalance, okay, let's do it like this. Get all this junk off my screen. Right? So this right here is a BISI. We're going to say, no, we're going to say this is a SIBI, right? We're going to say this is a SIBI. All right. This is a SIBI. Hello, SIBI. How are you? All right. So price, let's say price came, we created the SIBI. Then price came back up to the SIBI here. And then price sold off like that, right? Now, what rests below lows, and above highs? Valentine, what rests below lows and above highs? Right? Tell what rests above highs and below lows. You just use the same one word. Just use one word. Right? What's down here and up there? If this is a low and this is a high. Very, very good. Liquidity, right? So you have liquidity and an imbalance. You have two of the things that the market always seeks in the exact same place, right? So if this is where Picasso lives, if this is your draw, and then the market, and then just say we're coming into a kill zone right here, right? We're coming into a kill zone right here, okay? Just say we're coming into like the 9:30 open, and then the market starts, the market does something like this, right? Right. So now we got a 5-minute. It comes in and makes a 5-minute BISI right there. Right. We got a 5-minute BISI here. This is the draw on liquidity there. But we come in and we come up here, we make a 5-minute BISI there. Right. Get a 5-minute BISI there. And we'll say that this right here is midnight. Right. So it comes in, we make a 5-minute BISI there. This is midnight. So now this BISI's job is to push price up, right? This hourly fair value gap, its job to push price down. Okay. So you got an hourly fair value gap here, a 5-minute fair value gap there. This is 2 time frames apart, right? So now when we're looking at this, we got the potential to be making a market maker buy model, right? Where's the initial consolidation? Right there, right? That initial consolidation is a high that's inside and imbalance. The market is always seeking balance and liquidity. So you got liquidity resting inside of imbalance. The market will seek to rebalance this, take out that liquidity, right? Now, it's trapping people who want to break out because it's going to reverse and come to the actual draw on liquidity, right? So N is coming up there, taking out stops, willing participants to generate the money it needs to go. Because when you're coming into a kill zone, a lot of times you'll get hit with a Judy swing. Whap, 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 like that. So swing highs and swing lows that's inside imbalances, when the market starts to set up to go toward those, that's a strong magnet to draw price to it. Got your hand popped once. Liquidity in the form of sell stops and buy stops. What's up, AT? What's going on, AT? Is there anybody that was born in the 80s on the stream? Anybody was born in the 80s? Any 80s babies in here? Who know how to think how the things go? What's Gen Z, Gen X, millennials? What do anybody know that stuff? Who know that? AT 79. That don't count. It's not AT. Any 80 babies in here? Who know how it go with like the Gen Z, Gen X, millennials, boomers? I think my mama is a boomer. If my mama is a boomer, then I would be what? Gen X? You got it's like boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. That's how it go. Is that how it go? Yeah, I'm a Gen. Yeah, I'm an X. I'm an X. I'm the X are the uncles and the aunties. We the uncles and the aunties. You know what I'm saying? I'm unc. You know what I'm saying? It's like we the uncles and the aunties. A lot of us uncles and aunties don't want to grow up. We want to be Toys R Us kids. And we still out here twerking in the club like we Sexy Red, you know what I'm saying, and Glorilla. They still out there twerking on them headlights. At the red light, twerking on them headlights. What years are millennials? Okay, so millennials are also known as Gen Y. Okay, so you got X, Y, and Z. Okay. Okay, so Gen Y is okay. So Pew Research Center. So those born in the 80s. So those born in the 80s. Let me see. Millennials. So the millennials was born in the 80s. Millennials were born between 81 and 96. That's a weird range. So from 81 to 96 are the millennials? What generation are you? What? What generation are you? Billie Eilish. White t-shirt Billie Eilish. Gen Zender were born 1997. So 97. So 97 until our Gen Z. Millennials are from 81 to 96. Okay, the lost generation. Okay. I don't know if any of them are still living. Greatest generation. Never heard of that. The silent generation. The baby boomers. Yeah, my mom is a boomer. Right? I know my mama a boomer. Me and my wife are Gen X. Okay, so the millennials are, whoa, they got an alpha. I did so. Both my kids are Gen Z. My kids are Gen Z. And anybody born in 2013, they call them they Gen Alpha. I never even heard that. The last thing I heard was Gen Z. Okay. So I'm assuming a bunch of y'all are millennials. Y'all either millennials or Gen X like me. That's what, according to my analytics on YouTube, the people who be watching is Gen X and millennials. Yeah, Gen X and millennials are the makeup of the gang. Lil Hog, you ain't no alpha. You ain't no alpha. You ain't 10 years old. All right, man. That's it. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. It's 10:16. Do anybody got anything? I don't plan on doing no trading, so I'm happy to sit here and run my mouth and answer any questions anybody got. C-Walk, you Gen X? C-Walk, I closed the thing already. C-Walk say he Gen X. Yeah. I'm Gen X too. My daughter said boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. Yeah, she had it right, Tish. She had it right. All right, then, 80. Take it easy. Nah, I'm not an alpha. That's what they call. Oh, yeah, alpha. Yeah, I just heard of alpha. When I just read that, I just heard of alpha. So, I'm trying to think who's. So, my little niece, the little young one, she a alpha because she was born after 2013. All of my nephew kids, most of them are alphas. His oldest son would be Gen Z because he's 17. Him and Timothy the same age. So they 17. So that's Gen Z. But like his younger kids, they alphas. All right, man. Ain't nobody putting no questions in the chat. I guess ain't nobody got no questions. Don't nobody need no help with nothing. We're gonna go ahead and call it, man. If you gonna trade today, please trade safe. If you're not gonna trade, please take a copious amounts of notes so you can go back and study what you saw today and apply it to your future trading endeavors. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself on this episode of the Overnight Price Action Review. Till the next time I decide to get on Asgore's internet and share my thoughts on this thing they call price action. Y'all be safe out here in these trading streets, man. It's your boy Aranya Grande. That's Big Spider for those that don't hablo español. Y'all be safe out in these trading streets, man. I'm gone.